The Holy Gospel of our Savior Jesus Christ, according to John. Jesus prayed, "I ask not only on behalf of these, but also on behalf of those who will believe in me through their word, that they may all be one. As you, Father, are in me, and I am in you, may they also be in us, so that the world may believe that you have sent me. The glory that you have given me, I have given them, so that they may be one as we are one. I in them, and you in me, that they may be completely one, so that the world may know that you have sent me and have loved them even as you have loved me. Father, I desire that those also whom you have given me may be with me where I am, to see my glory, which you have given me because you loved me before the foundation of the world. Righteous Father, the world does not know you, but I know you, and these know that you have sent me. I made your name known to them, and I will make it known, so that the love which you have loved me may be in them, and I in them." The Gospel of the Lord. Joe Zimmerly, our Director of Children, Youth, and Family Ministry, will begin and then introduce our confirmands.
Good morning, everybody. Today, we will be hearing from our amazing confirmands, Kirsten C.A., Dane Jackson, and Jenna BRU, my bad, that's what it was. I cannot wait for you all to hear their God stories in just a few moments in which they have spent many weeks writing. Confirmands, I want you to take a moment and stand up, all three of you. Turn around and look at the amount of people who are here for you and love you. You can sit down. Now, some of them you might not know, but these people are your community. Take a deep breath and know that you are loved. I would like to invite Kirsten C.A. forward as our first confirmand speaker of the day.
Hi everyone, my name is Kirsten C.A. and I'm here today to share why I'm choosing to continue my faith journey with God. I was baptized in 2012 when I was 9 months old at Trinity Lutheran Church of Ventura. I am now 13 years old and attend Monte Vista Middle School, where I am just finishing my 8th grade year. I will be going to Camarillo High School in the fall, where I plan to play basketball. My first experience with Mount Cross was going to Vacation Bible School with my sister when I was 7 years old. I started going to the church for confirmation last year when I was in 7th grade. One of my favorite memories from confirmation was going Christmas caroling. This was one of my favorite memories because it was a fun experience, and at the same time, it brought joy to many other people. Going around to each and every house and seeing all the smiles really showed me what it's all about. Another one of my favorite memories was getting to share my highs and lows. Every single confirmation, we would share our highs and lows with each other. It showed me that I was in a safe space where I could share my feelings and everyone cared for me. Some people that have been important in my faith journey are my parents, my aunt and uncle, who are also my godparents, my grandparents, and my cousins. Also, Joe, Emily, Pastor Julie, and one of my friends, Jenna, have all made an impact on where I am today in my faith journey. My parents have helped me because they chose to baptize me and officially start my journey with God. They show support and show me that they are always there for me. My aunt and uncle have also showed lots of support to me. My uncle texts me Happy Baptism Day every year on the day I was baptized. It sounds like just a small gesture, but it really means a lot to me. My grandparents have also had an influence on my faith journey. specifically my papa, who has been a great role model throughout the years. Anytime I would attend church growing up, he would be there ushering and greeting people. Seeing him talk to each person who walked through the door showed me how many genuine connections can be made through church. My cousins have also been role models for me, as they have all been confirmed at Trinity Lutheran. Their love and support has meant a lot to me, as I know they've been through the process I'm going through now, especially my cousin Gabby. She has shown me lots of support and is someone that I can talk to anytime about advice or anything I need. She was also a counselor at El Camino Pines for a few of the years I attended. She helped introduce me to the camp community, which I grew to love. Some more people that have positively affected my journey with God are Joe, Emily, and Pastor Julie. Through the small amount of years I attended confirmation, they were always there making sure we all had the best experience possible. I've learned a lot from each of them and wouldn't be standing here today without them. Lastly, one of my best friends, Jenna. She has shown me what it's like to be a great friend. I met Jenna for the first time at Luther Glen Summer Camp in 2022, and we instantly connected when we found out we were from the same town. After that week of camp ended, we stayed in touch and continued to talk almost every day. I also started attending Mount Cross more regularly with her, and our friendship grew to where it is today. I'm so grateful that we get to share the experience of getting confirmed together. I want to give thanks to everyone I have listed that have had their own unique mark on my faith journey, and a special thank you to my family that is here with me today. A Bible verse that stuck out to me is from the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 37. It reads, For nothing will be impossible with God. This verse is simple but has really been an inspiration for me because it shows me that I can do anything I put my mind to with God's guidance. It also reminds me that when challenges may arise and things may feel impossible, God is always there for me to lean on. One time I felt God's presence was when I attended El Camino Pines summer camp. Within this week I spent at camp, I felt his spirit with me during morning and nightly worships where we would pray and sing songs together. I had so many great experiences at El Camino Pines, such as a time spent in nature and with my friends and counselors, including one of my favorites, Katie. She was a great inspiration, and I know that I can count on her to talk whenever I need. Another time I felt God's presence was at Cassie's Dance Camp, which is a Christian summer camp held in Ventura. I went to this camp for many years, and it really brought me closer to God. Each group would get to learn a dance to a different Christian song. I felt God's presence through the music lyrics. Lastly, I am choosing to be confirmed because I would like to affirm the promises made on my behalf by my parents at my baptism. I'm here today to say yes to continuing on with the Christian faith and the following of God. I see confirmation as an important step in my journey of faith and a time to deepen my faith and commitment. Being a Lutheran is meaningful to me because it is a chance to share my faith journey within the church community. I hope that confirmation can be a step in that direction, helping me to be able to explore my faith and commit to living a life with Christian values. In conclusion, I would like to say yes to my journey with God. Thank you.
Kirsten, you have highlighted the importance of faithful people and faithful experiences that can have in your life. You mentioned your cousin Gabby and your uncle being people you can talk to, or people who remind you of your baptism. You also mentioned the impact places like El Camino Pines has had on your life for so long. I think a lot of people in this room would also agree the impact a summer Bible camp has had in their own lives. Thank you for sharing those experiences with us. I'd like to invite Dane Jackson forward as our second speaker. And now I need to share one thing with you about Dane, is that although you might not pick it up in his story, Dane has a unique sense of sarcastic humor that keeps us going each week. Dane, come on up.
Hi, I'm Dane Jackson. As some of you know, this is my I'm Dane Jackson, as some of you know. This is my incredibly boring, interesting God story. Don't worry, all this should be the shortest one on here. Sure, it's worse than a sermon, but who cares? I made this because I'm getting confirmed today, and because Joe forced me to. I currently attend Las Colinas Middle School, thankfully for not much longer. This school is easily comparable to these 4 layers of hell. I've been going to Mount Cross for about a year now and have found and taken many opportunities to expand my faith. Now, I've been in confirmation since the start of the school year. During this time, I've had lots of opportunities to grow and expand. In addition, I made a lot of good memories. From playing sardines and Christmas caroling, not to mention the delicious donuts we got from it, it's hard to find a favorite memory. It's been great that I've been able to make these memories and participate. The only thing I wish I had done was play Joe's tape game. These people here have been very important to me in this faith journey, as well as others. My mother and father are very important for encouraging me to join the confirmation class, as are my grandparents for their support during this venture. I'd finally mention, of course, the people in this class. Throughout this, I've had a wonderful time with the people here, from conversations to games. I'm looking forward to what God has in store for me as I move from confirmation to youth group. It wouldn't have been possible for me to successfully get through this without the people here. My favorite Bible verse is Proverbs 21, verse 3. To do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. I find this verse important because it helps define the purpose of my faith. This helps me understand my purpose as a Christian as well as my fellow Christians. This also helps me understand how I can serve God in my life and find ways to serve Him in my everyday life. Many times at church have I felt God's presence. Being in the congregation always has had me feel close to God. During simple prayers, I've also felt His presence, almost comfortingly. Participation in the church makes me feel close to God as well. I feel this way since I'm doing a service to God. I'm choosing to be confirmed since it strengthens my faith. Faith as a Christian, primarily Lutheran, has always been important to me. I also don't really have a choice. Anyway, I hope that getting confirmed will signify a new chapter of my faith life. Before I go, I would like to give thanks to the people who have been important in my journey. I'd like to thank my parents, Jeff and Devin, and my grandparents, Renee, Michael, Marianne, Ellen, and David. I would also like to thank my confirmation classmates, Brendan, Kylan, Jenna, and Kirsten. Thank you all. Goodbye.
Dane, you shared with us that you have enjoyed your time at Mount Cross, seeking opportunities to expand your faith. I also noticed that you have seen the work and impact a community can have on your life. Thank you for choosing this. Yes. I would like to invite Jenna forward for our last God story.
Good morning and what's up? My name is Jenna Barrario and I'm 14 years old. I'm in 8th grade at Las Colinas Middle School, and in the fall I will be attending Newberry Park High School. In my life, I enjoyed dance, cheer, cross country, and track, also in Web and ASB, and different school clubs, all of which show me God's presence. I'm also known as a part-time Mount Crosser. I started my faith journey at St. Columba's Episcopal Church right down the street. I was baptized there and went to preschool and attended Sunday school, kindergarten through 6th grade. I'm also an active Sunday parishioner and participate in church events. God guided me to Mount Cross in 2nd grade for a Parents' Night Out event. It was around Halloween time, and I remember that I had so much fun playing all the games and getting my face painted. I was excited to tell my mom I wanted to go to more Mount Cross youth activities. I realized my 2 friends who I went to school with at the time were at Mount Cross. Those 2 friends of mine are Marley and Jeffrey Sainer. I would like to thank both of you for bringing me to Mount Cross and being the familiar faces that made me so excited to be at Mount Cross. I continued to attend Parents' Night Out all throughout 2nd and 3rd grade. I quickly learned that everyone here is so welcoming and friendly. Later that year, COVID-19 hit, and that's when God's plan started to go into effect. I remember my third grade class was told to take our reading books home, and hopefully we would be back to school in 2 weeks. Unfortunately, as we all know, COVID-19 was longer than 2 weeks. My 9-year-old self was confused, sad, and just wanted to go back to school. That's when my mom reached out to Mount Cross again, and I was able to attend Fun with Faith over Zoom in 3rd and 4th grade. I remember how excited I was to be back with the same friends from Parents' Night Out, but on Zoom. Even though COVID-19 was hard for everyone because of all the unknowns, being able to pray and be surrounded by people who trusted God's plan and making memories over Zoom really helped me through the quarantine time. In 5th grade, I was not able to attend Fun with Faith as much because of extracurriculars, but God always guided me to go to the weekly Wednesday night dinners where I got to make memorable memories. I also attended small group where me and a bunch of girls got to go on fun youth trips and have meaningful Bible studies. I also got to make a lot of new friends and grow friendships and learn new skills. That same year in February, my great-grandpa, aka Papa, passed away. This changed my whole perspective on God's plan. My Papa was an active member at St. Columbus and was also involved in playing music. My Papa played a big role in my faith journey. I would always tell him my favorite part of the service or what I was learning in Sunday school. I always remember going to Christmas Eve, Easter Sunday, and birthday blessings. He could always make me laugh, and I know he's looking down from heaven, so proud of me saying yes to being confirmed today. Thank you for everything, Papa. At the time, I was 11 years old and honestly didn't really trust God's plan anymore. And I was like, why is this happening? And why at this time? Well, looking back, I've learned that everything happens to you is part of God's plan for you. And God's plan for you is to shape you and to become who you are as a person. A Bible verse I believe connects to my faith journey is when in Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, it states, "For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope." I personally think this verse relates to me because I've learned that even if bad things happen, God will always know how it will affect you and that he will always protect you and create a good outcome on whatever life throws at you. Someone who helped me realize this is my mom. She's always been there for me in my faith journey and has always supported me with all of life's challenges. I would like to thank her for so much for everything and being here to watch me say yes to being confirmed. That fall, I'd be starting middle school, and at the time, my church did not have an active confirmation class, and I decided to join Mount Cross for confirmation. To me, confirmation is a fun thing we get to do each Wednesday where we get to interact with each other and learn about God while also having fun. My favorite memory of confirmation was going to the labyrinth at St. Columbus on my 12th birthday. I enjoyed this because I got to go to confirmation on my birthday, but also connect with my friends in a meaningful way. My second year of confirmation was my favorite because I was able to reconnect with my two friends, Mateo and McKenna Carpenter. I would like to thank you both for being awesome and for supporting me on my faith journey. I also enjoyed my second year because I attended my first winter camp at El Camino Pines. For me, camp is an awesome place because I get to connect with God, nature, and people all at the same time. I also love camp because you get to be yourself and that all of your emotions come out while you make amazing memories. I also love that you get to connect with God during Bible study and during all the fun songs. Camp is also special to me because I met my best friend there my second summer at Luther Glen. That best friend of mine is Kirsten C.A., who I'm here getting confirmed today. Thank you, Kirsten, for being on this journey with me. You're such an amazing friend. I would like to thank Nick and Lori for welcoming me to camp and for all of my counselors, including Gabby, Katie, and Kelly, and my friends who I've met at camp who have supported me on my faith journey. Now here I am, here in 8th grade. I've grown a deeper understanding of why I want to be confirmed and what it means. To me, being confirmed means growing your faith and trusting God's plan while also leading your life with Christianity. That's why I'm here today saying yes to being confirmed. Another thing I've decided during my faith journey is that I want to be a pastor when I grow up. My faith journey has led me to this because I want to inspire people when times are tough, just like Mount Cross and St. Columbus have inspired me not to give up when your life isn't exactly perfect. I would now like to thank my godparents Emily and Richard, my first priest Father Greg and his family, my Sunday school teacher Miss Wendy, my priest Father Michael and his family, also my preschool director Miss Rebecca, and all of the St. Columbus parishioners for supporting me on my journey. I would like to thank my first youth leaders Meredith, Miss Katie, and Jessica. I also like to thank all of my youth group friends and my confirmation classmate and friend Dane for supporting me and being super funny. And finally, I would like to thank Pastor Julie, Mr. Joe, and Miss Emily, along with all of the Mount Cross parishioners. I'm so grateful for everyone, and thank you to everyone for all of the memories and support.
Jenna, you shared with us your testimony. You also mentioned that God's plan is intentional and yet adventurous. It is scary, but you also shared your deep trust in God and that plan, knowing that something good, in fact, many good things will come from it. It just may take some time. Thank you. Mount Cross, you have some amazing youth here. They are fun. They are sincere, inquisitive, and brave. What a joy it has been to watch you gather and grow all year long, as well as being able to listen to your testimonies and your God stories. It takes courage to get up here and share your story. Pastor Julie, we don't know how you do this each week. Today, each of you have reminded us that we all have been chosen by God, emphasizing our intentionality and purpose in the world. We are also reminded that we are the people and we are called to gather as one body in love and unity. Confirmands, you have been a direct reflection of this gospel text today that we heard from the book of John. This group has shown what unity can look like, especially in our community. I never would have thought how much you all would have bonded as a group looking back at the very first day of confirmation this year. You have gathered with one another week after week, showing your desire to grow in your faith. God is calling you to be that direct reflection of what it means to be a Christian outside of these four walls, the church property, and to be that in the world. It definitely is not easy, but we know you have and you will continue to do this. Thank you for saying yes today, and congratulations.